That's what she said.
I'm ready.
Emotional damage.
Keep your damn mouth shut.
Guess who?
Who is this?
My name is Jeff.
What are you doing, Steph?
You are part of the Rebel Alliance and training.
Get out! Get the fuck out!
You can't handle the truth.
Dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
Hello?
Oh my God.
Hey,
I'm off the deep
you ever been in love?
Daddy, you were in love.
I love you.
And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
Fuck Jeff Coy's mom?
That was uncalled for. Fuck. I'm uncalled for. So, self-help show, I guess? Ooh, look at that diamond. It's not real. That one is. That one's not. I just do it in case I get mugged. It's only a 50-50 shot. I'm going to lose the bling. Yeah. I'm poor. I'm just fucking with you. So, what do we do? Where's John? Fuck that guy. Yeah.
Whatever, Jeff.
Some fucking attitude, sir. Don't need it. Where is that boy? Apparently, we got our wires crossed. I thought he took the fucking week-long vacation to go to concerts like 2 weeks ago. Apparently, he took a week off of that and then did it again. Because, I got concert footage and, excuses. Luckily, he doesn't know how to find the show himself. So unless one of you tell him, and, if you are his son, you apparently watch this. So don't tell him. That bald-headed fuck. I'm just kidding. We get our wires crossed. I mean, who does a show from 11 o'clock until 3 o'clock in the morning on a school night? Type A psychos. That's him, not me. I would go earlier. But I have all this prepping I have to do. You gotta look this good on accident. Look at the bags under these eyes. They're manufactured. They're not natural. Just so you know. Came up with a new show idea. We're just gonna call it FPP. Yeah, you know me. We don't have enough acronyms or shows. I catalog everything in multiple places, but I don't label them correctly. I don't define with the content because I always make it up before I go on, and then it just comes out the way it comes out. So every now and then I think I call it accurately. I used to like the Saturday show ones because I would just be in a mood on Saturdays, usually because I wasn't working, and I'd be feeling extra goofy. And then I would like voice to text the crazy shit I would put on Facebook. And I would make all sorts of declarations like, I'm going to find out when, you know, Jeff Coy is going to lose his virginity, when his mom did to me, you know, and then, you know, various things. I just make up all sorts of stuff. Make up a story about how the cyborgs were taking over. I just like did a full take on the Terminator. I don't know if you guys could catch that one. It wasn't real. But what I found out was interesting. I was kind of going back mentally and thinking about all the girls I've loved before who traveled in and out my door. I know I can sing too, right? Amazing. When I would make the crazy declarations of stupid shit that was going to happen, we got more viewers. It was as if they thought we were going to find out about Jeff and his virginity. But he would even say, he would even comment, I'm excited. I can't wait to find out. So maybe there's something to having as much bullshit listed as the entertainment, and then when you come on, just give different bullshit, and then no one's really surprised. I mean, they might say, like, so what happened? Did he come or what? And then, you know, the answer is always maybe. I think there's something to it. So I was chatting with Mama Fox earlier. And by chatting, I don't mean words. I just mean words. And I found that I was entertained. I always say I never do this, but it's like when I say I never do it, then I have done it. You know, like peeping at Stephanie through the fence, my neighbor. Does it smell like Drakkar and sex in there? That's me. You were gone. I still have a key. But, see, there I go. I'm crazy. I say crazy shit. Did you know that I was tested once for being crazy? You know what they said? Strangely, no. I was tested for autism. I just asked, am I as smart as Rain Man? And they said, strangely, no. And I said, like, 212 toothpicks. And they were like, shut the fuck up. So, I mean, that ended that. I think I mentioned before, I wasn't even as autistic. No, I wasn't even spectruming enough to find it to be a autistic woman. I mean, there's a scale, apparently. And they're like, autistic man, not even kind of. Autistic woman, a little more than man, but no. I was like, fuck, I just can't win. I want labels. Asked if I was a sociopath. Of course, the answer is if you know how to ask, you're not. Asked if I was a psychopath. They said no. I threatened to kill their mom. Killed their dad instead just to fuck with them, you know. They said no, you're just homicidal. I just can't win in life. But what I found out, talking to Mama Fox earlier, is that, like most of us, I definitely test positive for 12-year-old boy syndrome. And that's not the desire for one. Okay, I mean, sometimes. I do tell my better half that she's got an ass like a 10-year-old boy. She's like, I'm never sure how to take that. I said, take it however I give it to you. Didn't know it was a fetish. Didn't know short purple hair was a fetish. Didn't know that a chick with more muscles than me was a fetish. Apparently, try and find that porn. It's kind of like feminine, intelligent tomboy with short purple hair and ass like a 10-year-old boy with a good sense of humor and can suck the chrome off a trailer hitch. That's a lot of genre. It's a lot. You're just like, it's potpourri. Honey, I was thinking of you, though. When I finished, I said your name. I think it's a compliment. Would you be upset if your partner told you that you had become their fetish? You'd be like, that's really? Tell me more about that. Yeah, I worship everything about you. Even when you fart in your sleep, I'm just like, ah, that's the best. Um, help me.
5. The answer is 5.
So, we're not the sort of gross couple with a long distance relationship for now, who would fall asleep on the phone with that's stupid. That's disgusting. That moan and snort you heard was not her stretching while she was sleeping and rolling over 500 miles away on my speakerphone. She fell asleep. What can you do? It's comforting. I'm like, hey, I looked at my phone bill, and luckily it's free, like the extra minutes, because there's one particular phone number that they have to be like, I wonder if he planted a bug in this person's house. That's a lot of fucking phone time. A lot. Yeah. Oh, whatever. We're gross. I don't care. I like to sit on the same side of the table with her when we eat, so I can be closer to her. Gross. I like to kiss as if no one is watching, or when we're at church, waiting for communion at the front. I like to fake that we're doing. I like to fake wedding vows while we're not at church, just at Walmart. Act like we're having a wedding right there. I think it's fun. I like to do shit like, you stop, for no reason. And then I like to look at the people around us who are cringing and grinning and grossed out at the same time. I'll be like, you're just jealous. And they're like, kind of, yeah. I'm like, I'll kiss you, come on. And I grab whatever, the oldest woman in line, and I give her a hug too. I'm like, come here, I got you. Usually, I'm a bottom, but I got you today. I have done that. I've totally done that. I hate to say that it's not the first woman that I've been with where I happen to catch the attention of other women with her and embrace them in public. I can't help it. I like to make people uncomfortable. I don't know if you noticed that about me. Totally done it. Like, seriously. Oh man, I wish I had some of that. And I was like, honey, go give her a hug. And she's like, bitch. And I've totally just been like, alright, come here. Come on. Bring it in. Bring it in. Let's grab some old lady and hug her. And I hold her for a while. You know that moment where they're patting you on the back? And then they're like, you're just like, I got you. It's okay. Shh. Whisper. Whisper in her ear. Shh. We're good. We're good. Sir, back off. Can you let go of my wife, please? Excuse me? Possession is 9/10. Back up, dick. Honey, get him. And then finally she's like, I love you. Just licks my ear. Look, I know. I know. You're never gonna forget my smell, are you? I smell good. And then she's like, and they're like, call 911. Whoops, another one. Usually I'm just excited if I can be a panty dropper. Whatever. A senior dropper, that's cool too. You know, it depends. Not the same. Panties. Get it? There's a diaper joke. Oh, someone feels squishy. Okay, well, now that I ruined your appetite for the next week, remember, don't smell your fingers when you're done. It's like hot Cheerios. Oh. They can just put something in the liner of the Depends, like poopery. Like I've seen that. What was a Saturday Night Live skit or something? They got poopery in the diaper, and someone's all, and they're like, oh, fresh flowers, nice. You ever go to someone's bathroom and it's so foul, and yet they have a basket of that fucking potpourri stuff on the back of the shitter, and somehow that just smells like disgusting potpourri shit, and it doesn't make it smell any better? Apples and cinnamon spray, to me it's the same. It just ruins it for me. I can handle a lot of room deodorizers. Apple cinnamon shit doesn't, no. It just smells like apples, cinnamon, and shit. Like 3 distinct smells taking up the same space. They don't blend well. Ruined Christmas for me for a long time, to be honest with you. Would you guys like some cider? Oh yeah, that tastes like shit. Sorry, it's just wait. Where did you get this? Back of the toilet? Been steeping it all year. Can I have seconds? Yeah, this party's great. Okay, so, thanks for tuning in. Shelf Help Show. I'm Jeffrey with a G.
I don't even know. I don't know if I need to be here.
That's what my mom used to tell me. She said, before you had friends on and stuff, I liked it more. I said, why is that? Because you can just talk for like hours. It reminds me when I was raising you. You just be in the back of the car and blah, 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 fucking narrating everything, telling the history of everything you saw. And we just turned the music up in the front loud enough we didn't have to listen. And they'd be like, hey, Mom, what's for dinner? Doesn't matter. Hey, Mom, what's for dinner? Doesn't matter. Mom, it matters. You're not going to opt out of dinner, so who cares? And I'd be like, but I'm going to have a heart attack if you don't tell me. I need to know. She's like, it doesn't matter. Like, it matters to me. And she's like, fine, we're having liver and onions. I'm like, Jesus Christ, now I'm miserable for the rest of the day. She goes, you wanted to know, shithead? Then on the way home, she'd be like, hey, we need to stop at the store real quick. What did you get? Liver and onions? Fuck that guy. We were going to have spaghetti. But you ruined it. Mom, let's have spaghetti. No, you had to know. That's what we're having. Fine, I love liver and onions. With creamed potatoes. Yeah, that's just a wheat and fucking skim milk roux fucking put over the top of fucking potatoes that weren't cooked enough. I'm like, who ate this shit in your lifetime? I understand your folks were the silent generation. They all died of really loud heart attacks later on. I get that you had fucking bread with gravy on it for every meal. That's why both my grandpas died at 59. That was old. And they looked like they were 90. That was a rough fucking time. It's like Carol O'Connor from All in the Family. Mm-hmm. How old was he when that show started? Archie Bunker. Archie, he was like 42.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Hey, is your clock up by your speaker?
Probably. I have 5 clocks.
That's all I can hear.
Oh, it's not all. Jesus Christ.
That's not all I can hear. But I think somehow. Yes.
This one's dope. I like this one.
Yeah.
This is before China wanted Taiwan wiped off the face of the earth. We let them make clocks. Tell me they weren't good at it. They were good at it. This one reminds me of a spaceship, or like if you were watching Star Trek, which I think is when they made this. There you go, close up. Yeah. Captain's log.
Captain's log. I don't know why
Scotty, beam me up.
I don't know why I'm echoing. Or delayed or something.
Maybe I should turn on the echo cancellation feature.
And also, somehow, when you sent me the link, it was different this time, and I think I'm streaming on my Twitch right now, too.
Cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I think it allows you to do that. So, audio. Depression. I'll take the clock off. Resolution. And on video, let's put highly sexy.
Highly sexy. Well, I'm not echoing anymore. Cool.
Which one do you like?
They're oh so different.
Okay, hold on. This is my right hand. What side is it on?
The left.
Is that one correct or not correct?
Not correct.
This is on the right?
That's on my right.
Okay. This one is a mirror camera. Is mirroring bad or only mirroring bad if you want to see something correctly? I wonder, like, for numbers, if numbers are backwards.
Mine's on the right, correct?
Let me check. Okay. What time does it look like here?
They're backwards.
Okay. How about what time does it look like now?
Can't see it. There's no numbers.
You said backwards. I turned it around this time.
But the numbers
what
are
time
backwards.
Is it there? 7? What time is it there?
You're just fucking with me.
That's just fucked up. How do you fix that? Probably
Here,
with this button.
turn it back around.
Aye.
Oh, there we go. No, it's correct.
It worked. How's the echo?
It's gone.
Yeah. You know why? I pushed the stop echoing button.
Imagine that.
There is one. What's going on, Mom Flex?
Nada, nada.
That was my monologue. That's what people on late night do.
I was dying when you said that was Rebecca. Oh my god! Because at first I was like, "Oh, are we going already? Like noises, bumps? What? What's happening?" I was fucking dying. I'm like, thank God I'm in the back room right now.
I was seeing you in the green room.
Yeah.
I figure like whether you're on a show or not, I'll just have you there so I can watch you react. And you're a good audience member. You I don't know if you've yet rolled your eyes like really. You're always just kind of like, go boy, go. You're fucking nuts, stupid. Say stupid shit. It's good.
I have said enough stupid shit in my life, and I'll just let anybody else's stupid just roll. I'm good.
Haven't we all? See, it's something we were chatting about earlier. So what I say is I don't do this, but every now and then I'll go back and I'll have a chance to listen to a show for a little bit. And last night's show, I guess it was last night or the night before.
Night before. I
Do we
just
have to do
started.
a show every night?
No, I think. Oh. No, we missed Sunday. I didn't do Sunday. You did Atomic Dark Squad Sunday.
I did, yeah. Dark Squad. I think so. Shit. Tomorrow's Friday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've done it every night.
No, we did Thursday. I don't think we did Friday. Saturday. No, I didn't do Sunday.
I did Sunday.
But then I think we did
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Monday,
Thursday.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
It's a lot of content.
And I have over this past few days like rewatched them. I'm halfway through last night's, and oh my god, I'm like, he needs to turn my volume down. I laugh way fucking loud.
Yeah, I should watch your meter a little bit, but I don't know. Whatever, I think it's funny. Last night, I don't know, what's it, cocaine and caffeine, or I don't know what I was on last night, but I couldn't stop. Every now and then, I guess it's more often than not, but I just tangent. Pew, or I call it Correlation Nation. I'm just like, whoop, and then here's the story, this whoop, and here's whoop, 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 whoop. And then I stop to remind, like, there's a point, I'm getting there. Like, I figured, we'll just go along for the ride.
You usually don't say shit just for the hell of shit, so you usually have a point.
There's something.
I'm patient.
And then the cat bite story, which I told because it was about pee-pee. I wanted to tell about how I filled the urinal to the top with urine to splash it on the nurse who was very nice to me, because I just think getting pee on someone is funny. And then
thanks for the picture too, by the
and
way.
I had pictures. So I went in and I was like, how do I look for this? I'm like, hospitals. And there was like 2 pictures that were identified as hospital, not with me. There was like umpteen times my ex-wife was in the hospital, surgeries always or something. And then a few times with kids, you know, Hannah had appendicitis, and they've all been in the hospital or something, I think, except for Hunter. Weird, but yeah, like 2 photos came up, and I was like, man, I thought I had pictures of this event. I remember taking pictures of myself at the hospital, of my cat bite, my swollen hand, taking a picture at the curtain in front of me, because that's what I saw for fucking 3 days. And I preferred them keep it closed, because when they opened it, I saw things I didn't want to see, especially at night, when they're like, we're going to turn out the lights now. I'm like, no, please. Don't worry, we're going to wake you up as soon as you fall asleep to take more blood.
Yep.
Can you guys just run a fucking pick line so you don't have to fucking stab me every time? Yeah, we were thinking about it, but it's already like day 2. Don't worry, we only have to wake you up every 90 minutes. Mm-hmm. Something about toxic shock syndrome. I got my tampon stuck for too long. I don't know. I was like, what are you guys checking for? They're like midichlorians. That's stupid. Okay. Am I special? Do I have the force?
Okay, mine was not TSS, but I was also in for a week with, it was probably like a UTI or something, but I never had one. I didn't know what it was, and it got in my bloodstream. So yeah, when you were discussing the, you know, the IVs and the antibiotics, and they were hitting me 3 and 4 antibiotics at a time every 4 hours. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
It sucked.
Yeah, they're like, look, if it burns when you pee, there are more things than just chlamydia. So don't just go like, I haven't been fucking around, so I know it's not that. Well, yeah. See, that pain in the back is going like, It's your kidneys dying. Yeah. Oh. Yep. Good to know. What are some other things I should watch out for, just in case I get something rare? This bot is an idiot. What? Oh, I didn't mean you. I was like making a character. That's what we call a puppet. So, I found the pictures. I found one picture was June of 2013. So I was close, 9 years. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to lie.
See how you are?
Fuck. Summer 10 years ago. Piece of shit. Never watching him again. That shouldn't be the reason. Everything I say should be the reason, but... So I was like, see, look, there they are, pictures. I'm like, oh, urine. Oh, I zoomed. There's a zoom one, and then a further one. And I backed up, and I'm like, I took a fucking picture of the entire situation from making my Thai food. I took a picture of I even said I made Thai food and had a cigar. I took a picture of them. I couldn't make these fucking stories up. The whole narrative is in like 17 pictures.
That's what makes it so much better. I mean, it would be a funny story, but because it's real, it's like so much better.
I try to tell people, I'm like, look, I don't actually exaggerate. The way I tell stories is, well, it's like reading a book, I guess. I've read so many books, so many, that I just picked up on narrative style.
Exactly.
So I speak in narrative. I teach people in narrative. It's like, yeah. So usually it sounds like I'm full of shit, but or it might sound like I'm full of shit because it sounds like, I don't know, saying too good, but fuck it, whatever, it sounds good. And it sounds well rehearsed. But even the first time I tell the story, it's pretty much the same. Maybe I might tighten it up, for the next 2 times I tell it, but it's the same thing. Mm-hmm. I tell the story about, threesomes and how, I know you're gay. If Lisa heard that story, she's like, yeah, you're an asshole. she wouldn't have to confirm that that's what happened. She knows that's what happened. She's like, you're such an asshole. Right. People are like, he's right. He is an asshole. And obviously he's not lying. So yeah, I forgot how good the pictures were. No, anyways, let me find them. They're not far away. They're in the Google Photos. Actually, they're even in Messenger now.
Yep.
I will show you guys. So if you don't know the story, you're gonna have to go back to last night's show, about an hour in, I guess. Ish. If I had somebody who would edit these fucking things for me.
No, you don't know. This off the wall, just fill in the space. We don't know what to say, but you say something, I'll say something, we'll bounce back. That's what makes this show. Even when I'm not, and you and John are just like blah 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 blah. I'm like, that's what's funny. Yes, I understand. You and John talk about this and this and this, but it's the in between shit that I love.
Right. This is well. My computer's working really hard tonight.
Yeah,
it's like,
it is. It's loud.
Slow the fuck down. Slow down. Slow down. Shh. You're gonna be okay. Where did the bad man touch you?
Give a fire extinguisher.
I can't believe that I3 is having such a hard time. That's a slow computer at
I was
life.
gonna say my mom just bought one. It's like the 7.
And my laptop over here is like an i8 Series 12 with 32 gig of RAM. It's got all this bitchin' stuff on it, and I'm like, let me take this little piece of shit. Because I like a challenge. I do. I really do. People are like, you cannot use i3 with 128 gig embedded chip. No hard drive.
Oh.
Not a hard drive. You open it up, and it basically has like an SD card.
Damn.
Chip this big embedded in the board.
Wow.
This big. And I'm like, where's the hard disk drive? Fuck. Where's the fan? There's no fan. Where's the video card? There's no. How does this work?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, you'll never be able to do a show on that. Really?
Watch me.
Challenge accepted. Don't tell me I can't anything. I can. I got just another one of these and put it into whatever. It's an extender that's got spots for a couple of slots plus USB 3 and whatnot, HDMI. That's plugged into the front because I ran out of USB slots because I literally have like 18 USB devices plugged into 6 USB 2s.
Dude.
So every now and then it's like critical failure, USB bust, critical failure. I'm like, what? That's bullshit. I literally have a fucking recording studio plugged into it through extensions. I even have 2 keyboards plugged in. Why? Well, this was the first keyboard. That's my dick. This is the first keyboard, second gaming keyboard. Third? Anyway, I think the second gaming keyboard I got, this one brand new by iBuyPower. It's a Aries Mark II KB. I got it for $5, right? So that's plugged in. And then I got this one the other day, maybe yesterday. Time flies when you're never sleeping and always on. So I'd plugged it in just to make sure it worked.
Right.
I'm like, I like the way this one works. It's very good. And then I thought to myself as I looked down, I said, ooh, I like the lights on that one down there. Why not keep them both?
Yep.
I have a 600 watt Bose Acoustimas 5.2 home theater system plugged into it.
Jesus.
I'm not kidding. With a tuner that big. It's an Onkyo home theater tuner on top of the woofer that's that big. It's not enough.
Not enough.
I want to tax that shit. And then I get mad when something fails. I'm like, what a piece of shit.
Gee.
Do you usually abuse your electronics this much?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I'm not even overclocking it. You can make it go faster artificially just to fucking get more power out of it, but I have a feeling the moment I do that, it's going to just catch fire.
Right.
So I'm like, 3 monitors. 3.
Damn.
Like 28-inch monitors wrap around. Usually if you have 2 monitors on something that doesn't have a video card on it, just one of them flashes or the image goes back and forth and just like it can't handle it. I have an external video card that I was using for a minute because I was casting to my television as a 4th monitor behind me. I had these 3 simultaneously, and then I put the show on the overhead projector. So I have 50 feet of HDMI cord going to the projector, going through an external video card. And then that was the point where even my son was like, seems like a bit much.
Yeah.
Excuse me? How do you know what's what? Like, how do you not? You're 19. God, you're stupid. Oh, don't cry. I'm sorry, you're not stupid, son. You're just not very smart. Oh, Shut up.
No, we're the same time now, huh?
Uh-oh. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, I have a mouse pad that I bought too that used to light up. And for some reason, when I put an 8 USB external port over here, there's a 4 over here. There's a 4 in the back and a 4 in the back, and then there's 4 in the back. That's a lot. Apparently, the power supply was too high on the new one that I got for 50 cents, at the thrift store. Probably should have read the box. And I'm sitting here, and I had another gaming keyboard before that one too. It actually burned out. That one was cool because the keys came off like an accordion, and you can fold it up, and you can put different layouts depending on your gaming. I don't even game. I just like lights. Mm-hmm. But I'm sitting here one night, falling asleep, as will happen sometimes, at my computer. I'm very comfortable with my hand like this. I feel like I'm safe when it's on the mouse. Oh, because I have a Logitech gaming mouse too. Yeah, I don't game. I need 9 buttons though. You never know. So I'm sitting here like this, and I wasn't broadcasting this time, like when I fell asleep doing slots.
Yeah.
Then apparently I didn't shut my camera off, and I went to sleep on the couch behind me. I woke up with an erection, naked, and then said, "Why is the camera on?"
I did not see that part.
How many places did I put this? YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, Twitch. I'm like, I have to go delete them all right now.
Yeah.
Hey, you were up late, but I was trying to chat you, and apparently you were asleep with an erection. I was like, where? Sad. Mom, stop looking. So I got my hand over here, and not being recorded, and I start to fade out. And this is how my body tells me that I'm tired. Usually because I hit my face on the desk, or I've had to learn how to throw my body while I'm asleep, because it's this V-shaped desk.
I'm only laughing because I know exactly what you mean.
I have fallen out of this chair and smashed my face so many times now. The first time I did it, I actually ripped my fucking ear stud out of my ear. I come to work, I've got blood in my ear, in my beard. I've got this welt on my forehead, like huge. That wasn't because I hit it one time. I hit it in the same spot 5 times. My dumbass still didn't get out of the fucking chair, because this is what I thought. Bam! Smash my face, right? And I'm like,
now.
You look around like, anybody see that? Nope. That was loud too. Not bad for an Amazon desk. Still had my hand locked on that mouse, as if the mouse wasn't the part that was rolling away from me. I shouldn't have been relying on it in the first place. Fucking bullshit. Gaming mouse. I go to work, and my boss is like, my boss who, we worked together when he was 19, and I was 30 something. Hold on. 32? Is that about right? Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, about 16 years ago. He's now my director. He's like 34, and I'm still 32, which is amazing. How the fuck do we get here? My son's your age. He's like, I don't know. He was like this big. When I was also that big. I had just graduated high school. I was like, you seem smarter, but now after knowing you for this long, I realize you're still not. So, love you, Kyle. He's the one that I can't lie about my night before, because I found out he follows the show.
Oh, nice.
He doesn't watch it. He follows it. I think he's just spying on me. So I come in. I never say I'm tired when I get to work, no matter how tired I am, because I will get no sympathy. He's like, oh, yeah. Oh, you're tired? For somebody. Oh, you're tired? Weird. I mean, who else podcasts until fucking 2 o'clock in the morning on a work day? I was like, how do you know this? Because my phone says, ding, Jeffrey Sinatra's about to go live. What are you spying on me for? I never say the company's name. I rarely talk about the people. Sometimes, though. He goes, yeah, I'm aware. I watched your show on how to get a raise or a promotion. It was good. Really? He goes, well, the 5 minutes I watched it. I was like, oh, deflate me. Asshole. So, yeah, I come in, and he's like, what the fuck happened to you? I'm like, what? It was your face. I'm like, your forehead. I'm like, oh. Fell out of my chair again. He's all, you're old. You need to go to bed. And I'm like, yeah, but I slept really good in between the other 4 times I hit my face.
Yes.
There is literally nothing better to remind you that you're getting a lot of good rest than being violently awoken by gravity and the force of nature smashing your face into your corner of your desk. Because then you're like, bam! Wow! Man, I feel pretty good right now.
I am wide awake.
Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and wham! Like, Jesus Christ. How long was I asleep that time? I'm thinking, I'm getting good rest. Obviously, I'm falling asleep. I can't hold myself up. Until the last time at like 4:30 in the morning, my damn mouse didn't catch me as well as it usually does.
Ooh.
And I fell. I hit the side of my head. I ricocheted off. Bing, bing, bing. Ripped my earring out as a stud. Big 10 millimeter stud. Ripped that out of my ear. Somehow I hit the back of my head, the side of my head, the front of my head. And then I crumpled to the ground, ricocheted off whatever the fuck is under my desk. And I'm on my knees. Look like I'm sobbing, but I'm just surprised. I'm like, that was a lot of impact over a short period of time. Like between here and the ground is only like 3 feet. It felt like 100. How can you fall 3 feet, wind up 9 feet away? It's fucking brutal. So I'm there and I felt that familiar, like, oh, I must be sweating out of one particular spot in my face and my head. So I reach up and I'm like, oh no, literally head wound, I'm bleeding a lot. And I'm like, I'm so tired though, let me try this again. I'll clean it in the morning. Ding, good morning. This is Alexa. Go fuck yourself, Alexa. Fucking pressure. Well, I did get a little blood off myself. He's like, you're a mess, dude. If I didn't know you were already fucking goofing off with friends in the middle of the night, I would think you were still drinking.
Ooh, yeah.
There's no time for that.
Right.
I'm addicted to something new. It comes with some bumps and bruises. It's just like having a hot chick that doesn't belong to you. It's spicy.
Yeah, I have restless leg syndrome, so right now it's not real severe, but when I get really relaxed is when it'll jolt me. So I'll just be sitting here, I'm reading or something, and all of a sudden bam, and it'll pull my legs up so hard that the front of me goes flying out of my chair, and I launch myself across my room. I'm like, son of a bitch, and I wasn't even fully asleep, so I felt and knew all of it, but I couldn't stop it. I just had to go with it. So I know what you mean by like,
just roll with it.
Learn to throw your body so that you like less impact, the least amount of damage. I have a wall, I have a dresser. I'm like trying to squeeze in between them. This shit. Oh,
it's crazy.
I've learned don't face my desk because I've thrown my laptop off of the desk before when my legs come up.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, where have you just seen my glasses? Like, have you looked at the cavern of hell, which is the edge of your desk, between your desk and the speaker? The 1976 speaker. I'm like, 91 speaker, assholes. 2.1 was dope. Everyone needs 15s. So I'm like looking into the abyss. I'm like, wow, I thought that's just been lost for a long time. How long have we been smashing my face, clearing the desk off? For a while. The best is when the kids are here because it's weekend, so I don't have to answer to anyone, and then there's my kids. I don't really have to answer to them either, except they're like, we don't want you to die.
Yeah.
whatever. Fucking users. Go find somebody else to give your love to. So I'm out here and like they'll be watching TV and I'm like, I haven't fallen yet.
Right.
And I hear Haley, Dad, are you tired? No, why? I'm brushing my head. Comfortable like that. Dad, what? What? I was looking for my glasses. Dad, I think you're tired. I'm like, I'm not tired. I'm getting plenty of rest in between you interrupting me. Dad, go to bed. You're on my couch. Where am I supposed to sleep? Oh, all right. I'm going to go to bed. Will you sleep on the couch? I'm like, probably not. You don't really have to go to bed. I'm going to ignore you. The girls have two beds in that room. And then when Hunter's here on the weekends, he just takes my room. It's fine. It's our room. It doesn't matter. I don't know why I haven't upgraded. Oh, yeah, I'm poor. Thanks, ex-spouse. Love your new place. Glad I can cancel that bank account for you so you can get pre-approved to buy your own home now. Wow, that's great. You mean your money, my money, his money is enough for you to do all this without me? That's good. That's good. That's good. They're only going to give me like $350,000. That sucks. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, all they'd give me is a nothing. So, yeah. Like, can you, this is your gross income. What about your net? Well, I guess it's really gross.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was HR when that came in. Hi, Jeff. Hi, it's Erica in HR. I wanted to talk to you about your paycheck. So, okay, what's going on? Oh, I got your papers from the state for your I guess your alimony and your child support, I guess. I said, yeah, yes, both. Okay. Have you looked at it yet? Yeah, I looked at it. Really? You said okay? Non-working spouse, 3 children, primary with her, secondary with me, because I have to earn to take care of both of us. Yeah, that's how it goes. She goes, I should have married you. Jesus Christ. Okay, so I don't know if you've seen it, but I'm going to tell you, okay? All right, yeah, I know how much it is. Okay, it's like every 2 weeks, it's like 900. I don't even want to say. Never mind. I said 900 is enough. It doesn't matter if it's 999 or 901. It's chunk.
Yeah.
Okay, so you pay that like every paycheck? Yeah, like 26 times a year, yeah. Holy fucking shit. Literally what she said. Oh, what are you going to do? I'm going to give her that money and I'm going to do what I can. I don't know.
I'll eat ramen.
I'm doing it. So, okay, so, okay, we had lawyers work for us. We had to take garnishment for their kids. We've had investors. I have never seen a garnishment this big. Not even if you're like a criminal. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yep, but I was aware. We're good to go. Thank you. Anything else? She's like, holy fucking shit, really? I said, why are you so upset? Oh, híjole, I don't know. I think I would have to kill her. Yeah, I think they would suspect me. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work.
Yeah.
It's always the spouse or the ex-spouse. She's like, wow. Well, I think good news, right? So we have 3 paydays next month. And we don't take the money out for every payday, which means you're going to feel like you're fucking rich. Well, you know, I don't have to tell you, I'm not exaggerating. And that's her accent, too. And I was like, oh, well, here's the bad news. You don't take it out for benefits, right? This is not a benefit. She said, oh, fuck. So you're going to have to pay like $3,000 this month? I said, it averages out to 26 paychecks. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when it falls. She's like, are you sure? You have the papers. Please don't fuck them up. I don't want to have to write a check even twice a year. Because you see how upset you are? I don't want to think about it either. Just let it happen. It's why I added more. I don't want every month to be like, can you get a little more? No. No, I already paid the bills. And then pay that. We're good. But she's been actually really good. She took over overtime. She's taken over, her own car insurance, her own phone bill. Like, everything was a lot in the beginning, but she's been able to take on more responsibilities. I'm not angry at her. I'm not. It's dramatic. In the beginning, it's really painful, though. I was like, damn, I never thought I could live off of $9 an hour. Amazing. I remember when I asked him, I told my boss, I'm like, hey, I need to make more money. He's like, well, where does all your money go? Okay, when you started here, when I was 350 pounds of unhappy man, it was 2 months later, I was 350 pounds of just freaking the fuck out, living in a hotel down the road from work, man. He goes, oh yeah, I remember everything fell apart, like, whoo, big. Okay, so go ahead and ask me that question again. Okay, so why do you think you need a raise? He goes, how much do you bring home a month? I said, well, this, minus, 30% in taxes, minus another, all that. And he goes, okay. Here's a dude, between him and his wife, making like $500,000 a year. And I'm like, so where does it all go? All right, let's do some quick math. I don't know, let's say $900 a month for rent for my hovel. That would usually be part of the money that I wouldn't be giving her, but I would give her that part. Right? So here's my small amount. Let's subtract that. Let's subtract my car payment, my car insurance. Well, why'd you get a new car? I didn't have a car. My truck blew up. I needed something. Otherwise, I could never see my kids or get to work to make her money. Right. Oh, yeah, I forgot that. Okay. So what about the rest? Well, do you pay your own bills? Like, yeah. How much does electricity cost in Arizona? That's pretty big. Okay. Reduce it by half. Let's say my house is half the size of your house. You're like, okay. Yeah, we're running out of money already. Then you got water and trash. Do you know they make you pay for water and trash here? He goes, yeah. I'm like, I didn't. I kept forgetting because you know why? She took care of that forever. I found out that you also have to pay a deposit and a fine when you cut the fucking cable to turn your water back on so your kids can take showers. They don't believe you the second time that somebody else did it. You have to pay the fine and the deposit to get your water back. And he goes, don't you think life would be easier if you didn't do shit like that? Okay, so if you have zero or you have debt, you're still out of water. What do you do, man? What do? You go rob somebody? Right. Or you go fucking clip that fucking cord and say, guys, we're going to take showers this weekend. He's like, yeah, I can see the conundrum. Well, do you go out to eat a lot? I'm like, I'm here all the time. Do you see me do anything other than work? He's like, I was just checking. Just checking. So you want to see the hot dogs and rice that I brought? I have five containers full because fuck, man, love hot dogs and rice. You're lying. I'm like, I'm not lying. You don't have to exaggerate. Look at my lunchbox. This is a nice lunchbox. This is a $100 lunchbox. Do I have to sell every gift that I get? Right. I can have nothing.
Can I have nothing nice?
I'm pretty sure there's a lien on it from the federal government. And if I do sell it and get the lien taken away, I got to give her half anyway. So he's like, all right, I'll take the lunchbox on consignment. Oh, there is rice and hot dogs. You weren't kidding.
Oh, Jesus.
He's like, you must be angry all the time, huh? No. That's why I fuck your wife, though. I love that guy. He's like, that's not true.
Right.
Do you know you hang out with Kyla? Oh, we don't call it hanging out. I mean, I call it hanging out. All right. Anyway,
When I got separated, we were still married for a year. He moved out. He kept the house. Ugh. I paid the house payment, $850. I paid everything else. It was just too much. I'm on disability. I mean, I don't make that much. So after a year, we decided to get divorced, or he decided to get divorced. And the state of Arizona said he owed me $384 a month for child support. And that was it. So I went from $850. Basically, I mean, he didn't hand me the cash. I didn't have to pay the house payment, though.
Right.
To $384. That was it. No alimony.
I paid $827 for one kid.
And mine was one, yeah.
Kelsey, $827 for one.
And he was in upper management in the casinos. He was doing good.
I pay that much for all three kids.
Yeah.
Actually. And then another double that for her.
No alimony. He was kind enough. Well, I mean, he tried to be. He was going to split the 401k with me, which at the time, half would have been about $63,000. It was in 2008 when shit crashed. By the time the paperwork got through the court system and to the company, there was like $1,700 in the account.
Jesus.
They're like, we can't even give you half because that's not what the court ordered. So I signed it all away. I just care. I don't, whatever. I was nice.
Plus,
I got screwed, but I was nice.
You got to pay 20%, minimum 25% federal taxes. You got to pay 10% state taxes, and you got to pay a 10% penalty on top of that.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yep. So
Yeah.
that was it.
Life is a challenge sometimes.
It was not a fun challenge, I'll tell you that. But I made it through. And my kid is unscathed for the most part, so that's all I can ask for.
Yeah. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Just every once in a while.
A little PTSD, it's fine. That's what I say about my kids. I'm like, they're not much more fucked up than they would have just been genetically.
Right.
And Lisa's like, what is that supposed to mean? I've never been diagnosed with shit. They're like, oh, you know what? We think you're clinically depressed. I'm like, you think so? I tried to turn myself into the loony house, and they said, we need to have an intervention, sir. You don't need to be here. You don't want to be here. I was like, but I'm distraught. You drove yourself here. You're doing fine. I'm stressed. We appreciate the effort. Once you go through those doors, you're not going to get out until someone decides you want to get out. They want to let you out. I mean, we're not going to hold you for very long because you're just going to be unhappy to be around the people who are back there. But the people behind those doors, they're just not self-check sort of people, okay? They're the ones who shouldn't be on the streets anyways, and then something happens, and when they have to involuntarily get put back there, they don't want to be there. This is not a resort. I was like, well, it seemed like it was not a good part of town. Wow. Is there a place with, like, insurance will cover it, and they have, like, 3 hots and a cot? Because I can use a vacation. No one's going to take you talking like this.
Yeah, no.
I'm crazy. No. I'm like, I can't believe I get rejected everywhere I go. I'm going to kill myself. No? We don't believe you. Fuck. Couldn't get in.
Oh, man.
I'm coming off alcohol. Okay, aren't we all?
I've had times where I should have been taken in, and no one around me knew that, so I skated. And now I look back and go, oh, fuck, I was so fucking manic. I needed to be put behind, like, either bars or plexiglass or something. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, it didn't happen. Thank God I'm still alive and I'm functioning, so that's all I can say.
It's amazing what you can survive. I'll be honest with you. The last few years, Lisa, was that me?
Nope.
Oh, that's you.
My phone does this randomly now at night. It gives me an alert and there's nothing there.
Satan.
I don't know. Yeah, it's been doing it the last couple nights.
Lisa didn't believe that she was bipolar, and she just said, I'm lying. Because, I'm not a practical human being who can evaluate things non-emotionally. And just, It's not like I research and come at things from an unbiased perspective. I'm obviously
Never.
just a dick.
Right.
I wasn't being a dick for 20 years. I was like, honey, I think there's something going on. Even fucking doctors would tell me that. Every husband thinks their wife is fucking bipolar. No, I know the difference between being a woman and being manic depressive. You know how I know? Because John Gray wrote a book called Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, and then he got divorced. So I know that I have read the right book. The next one was Women Are Crazy, I fucking told you. John Gray. Mars and Venus. The irony of that. Guys, it's my marital advice book. I can't follow any of it. I tried. Put on your listening cap. John, take off your fix-it cap. God, she just wants to be heard. And not told that she's bipolar. They don't like it. That's not a good answer for everything. And then this shit, and then this chick who was working over there, she was like, and I was like, huh. Yeah. And then she yelled at me. I'm like, really? Yelled, like, raised her voice? Well, I mean, she said, good morning. And I was like, bitch, I don't think that's yelling. Well, then my boss was mad at me. Tell me about that. Well, she was like, Lisa, I need you to come into work like 5 minutes earlier. If you could do that, that would be helpful so you can get your kid off the bus. I fucking hate this place. You know, the wrong person to try and get empathy from when it comes to workplace behavior. I've been managing shitheads for a long time. I was like, honey, I can't separate it.
Right.
Call your mom. She's like, yeah, baby, you're right. Mija, fuck those people. The 30-year school bus driver, she doesn't like people either. She deals with shithead parents and retarded kids. That's her job. Just like you. We don't call them that. Okay, asshole parents and retarded kids. So anyway, I can't side with you because you're wrong. Fuck you. You've never loved me. That's irrelevant. This is not what this argument is about.
I am not surprised that you said that, though, because...
Yeah. Even after we split, she's like, you know what? I just knew I was done with you because you're this fucking hippy-dippy, give a fuck about people's feelings when it comes to the kids. Yeah, I know. I'm abusive. You're not even the same man I married. No, I grew up. Yeah, it happens. Fuck you. Well, not that either, but anyway. And you could never take my side when it came to work stuff. I said, you were never right. You should love the fact that I can't lie to you. I can't. Honey, do these pants make my ass look fat? No, your ass does. It's not the pants. Otherwise, you just get new pants. Right? Way cheaper than joining another gym that you're not going to go to. Jesus Christ. I love you. Fuck you. Okay. I don't know why didn't we figure this out before we got married? That was Haley. Dad, you're a Sagittarius and she's a Capricorn. That's a horrible idea. You'll never get along. She told us me like 3 months ago. Wait, so we were doomed from the start. We're not going to get back together. It's not going to magically work itself out. She's like, no. Oh, didn't you know anything about Zodiac before you got married? I said, yeah. Well, I thought it was wrong because it said I shouldn't have been with the prior 3 women who broke up with me either. I thought it was their fault. I didn't know. The trend was the books were right. Interesting. That's why when I met Rebecca, I was like, when's your birthday? February 11th. I'm like, let me look that up.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a fire sign.
Please.
You are Aquarius. You are a air sign. Air makes the fire burn hotter. Oh, we are good together. It says here we're like 90% the same and 10% different enough to never get bored. She's like, you're fucking lying. I'm like, I'm not. all that wooing, cute shit that I told you about, I wasn't making it up. I hadn't even read the book, but I believe the book now. That fucking not reading that book cost me. I read the book and I didn't believe it. Me and a Gemini. Oh, it could be fun for a while, but eventually she's gonna rip your fucking head off. I was like, okay, well.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. And she won't forgive you when she has to do it. She'll just be like, no, I'm done with you at this point. I tried to love you forever, but now you brought the twin out. I'll fuck you up. I don't like you anymore. Well, put the twin back to sleep. Put it back to sleep. The twin is a bitch.
It's like waking a bear out of hibernation. It ain't going back till it eats. Damn it.
So sweet. What the fuck happened? Well, then I really understood that you weren't going to change. I never said I was going to. You didn't know I was doing cocaine on the toilet at your parents' house. You didn't know. You couldn't have been mad then. I make bad choices. I just didn't tell you how many. You don't have to do it with me. I'm not irrational.
Jesus.
Fucking stupid. You liked anal just fine, but you kiss gross. Not you, her.
I know, not me.
I'm like,
Because I'm a damn good kisser.
You kiss good. I'm like, come on, baby, get that tongue in there. She's like, I can fuck your ass, but you won't. You don't like French kissing me. Like, what is that about? I know I do. It's just that it's awkward. You're gonna tell me it's awkward? I took your ass cherry. You gave it to me. She's like, we're having dinner with my parents. Can you stop? Oh, sorry, Bob. Kathy. So, anyways, I took it all. I destroyed your daughter. Yeah. Yeah, it was that night you came, that weekend you came home when I just turned 21. And you said, hey, we're going camping. Don't make bad choices. And then we got drunk off scotch and Bartles and James wine coolers. Scotch wine coolers. And then you came home to get something from your garage because I found out you were camping 3 miles away. That was awkward. And then there were mattresses strewn about the house. And I was displayed naked in front of your bedroom. And then she was sitting on the toilet, pissing. Like, it sounded painful, because it was. You hear her go, oh, God, I need some Epsom salts.
What?
Yeah, so anyways, I wrecked her. You're welcome. Please put the gun down, sir. Yes, I know you're legally armed. You work for the police department and the drug enforcement. You're not very good at it, just so you know. You should probably change departments. I did meth in your house, too. As well as your daughter in the ass. Anyways, Christmas time, what time do you guys want to come over?
Yeah. I got the chick,
like,
she brings the dip.
I hate him.
Oh, my God.
So there was this, before I moved her out of her family home and continued to defile her, which was probably more comfortable for everybody, they had a family routine. She had an older brother. He had moved out. It was just now her, the track star, straight A student, good girl. Dad bought a little sports car, silver spoon sort of thing. My dad's like, you're never going to beat Dad, just so you know. You're always going to fall short. She's not going to like you for very long. You don't know what you're talking about. You're never going to be better than Daddy. You're a girl who's been abused. That'll work better for you.
Oh, Jesus.
He didn't say that directly. I just picked up. I knew what he was trying to say. Yeah, Dad, this one fucks real good. Oh, yeah. How's your dad? Oh, he died. All right. Good job, sir. She good? She cooked? No. Clean? No. What does she want to do with her life? Me. Oh, yeah. You're marrying your mother. Good luck.
Oh.
You're a liar. He died before we got divorced, so he saw it all anyways. I was like, fuck you, Dad. You've always been right. You were always right. Tried to keep that shit together 5 years longer than we should have. I just didn't want Dad to win.
Do not spit that on your screen.
Anyways, back to Trackstar.
Wait, real quick. Is Rebecca still on speaker?
She's sleeping. These are, it's not like I haven't told her these things.
I was just curious.
There are certain names I'm not allowed to mention. So I can't even now. I'm not going to. But one profession of a female that I dated came up, and then it didn't take well. And then I thought, oh, she didn't respond even neutrally to that. She was a little unhappy when I mentioned that one. So I'm not going to do, I'm going to try it one more time.
Stupid. Okay, you're going to get an eye roll right now.
I saw the timing, I thought was perfect. And I was like, oh yeah? Well, I'll just call the certain occupation person. And she was like, really? I was just kidding. You said that, like, so I was like, no? You're really unhappy now, aren't you? So it's non-negotiable. Like, you never want me to say that ever again. But that you don't even mention that person ever. Are you sure? Just want to make sure this is clear because I'm likely to do it a third time. I'm likely going to do it even if you tell me that you're going to leave me. Because I believe you. But I think I might find you in a moment of weakness and you don't follow through. Just being clear. This is my personality. I'm going to test. Don't do it again. I don't like it. It makes me unhappy. Okay. I love you. Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. It's one of those.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ouch.
That shouldn't happen in like 4 months. Okay. I will probably still do it again. Oh, no. 6 weeks later, she throws a barb out there, and I'm like, this is the perfect timing. She'll get it this time. It'll be funny. No. Click. Hello? I thought we agreed we would never hang up on each other like that. That's not nice. Why am I talking to nothing? I should call her back. Beep, beep, beep. Straight to voicemail. Oh, I'm blocked. What's going on here? Okay, let me recap in my head. Yep, I don't listen. That's right. I'm stupid. Yep, I'm a... Then my dad's in my head. Son, leave the women alone. You'll never win. Never. No, I will. Because I'm right. Stupid boy. Leave the women alone. You will never win. Once you get that through your thick fucking head, your life will be a lot easier. Oh, Dad. You think you have all the answers because you've made it this far with my mother. Oh, wait, there might be something to this. Nah, he's just not slick enough. So that didn't go well. She dumped me. Son, what did I tell you? What? It's because you looked at her ass that one time, Dad. Made her uncomfortable. I said, you're a fucking liar. But I did. Nice ass. I was like, yeah, because you said that. That's how I knew. And I realized my dad had never, except for my 6th grade friend, Michelle, had never objectified a woman in front of me. Well, that's not true. I mean, one time we saw that movie with the girl who acts like a boy to get into the journalism school. Just one of the guys.
Yeah.
And then at the end, I don't even know what to call them now because it'd be a pronoun issue.
Right.
But back then, to prove to the boy that she was friends with as a boy that she had a crush on him, she was a girl, she ripped her shirt open and showed her boobies. And my dad said, like an 8x10 glossy of that. And I was like, Dad, what is an 8x10 glossy? It's a shiny picture that big, about 8 inches by 10 inches. If that makes sense. I want one too. Dad, you're naughty. Did we just bond over boobies? Guys, how was the movies? Had some bonding man time. Boobies, it was good. Son, shut the fuck up. 8x10 glossy. That's right. High five. No? Always disappointing. So it was like Michelle, 6th grade. He objectified her. She did a Madonna thing at the school talent show. I believe it was one of those Madonna songs. And I don't remember which song it was. 1986 must have been. I don't know. Anyways, in her dance routine with her mesh gloves and, leotards, whatever they were. Part of her dance routine was she did like a back handspring kind of, but in slow motion, and like picked herself up and like flipped over backwards and was able to pull herself up the other way. And my dad's said later, he goes, Michelle Jurgen, huh? I said, yeah. You friends with her? Yeah. She like you? We're friends. I had no game. It came out later. Some with her too. But anyways, he goes, you should marry that girl.
Oh.
So, why is that? Because she can hack a loogie like a dude? She can. It's pretty dope. Pretty rad. I would have said pretty rad. No. Any woman who can do a handstand and bend over backwards and untie her bra with her toes, you should marry her. Sweet. Not sure exactly why that's funny, but cool. So I told her that. My dad says I should marry you because you could do a handstand. Bend over backwards and untie your bra with your toes. And she's like, I've never tried that. Well, just saying. Your dad likes me, huh? Yeah, he thinks you're cool. I didn't realize that 12-year-old girls understood when they were being objectified.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't even nut for the first time until like the next year. It was still like a peanut in a fucking rubber band for my jockstrap. And she's like, well, what do you mean you have a 15-year-old boyfriend, Michelle? That's gross. Hey, I had her on the show actually a while ago. You like, yeah, I had her on the show. We touched base. I found her online. I was like, hey, remember me? She's like, you were like the one that got away, Jeff Adams. I said, what? I said, well, you taught me that girls could be cooler than just my sisters or my mom. You can be friends with a girl and you can be attracted to them too. She's like, yeah, I should come on your show sometime. I said, yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, she came on the show and she was like, all right, Mr. Adams. She'd been into her wine a little bit already. She's in Texas a little later. She's like, listen here, Mr. Adams. I thought you were gay for a minute. I said, what? What are you talking about? She goes, yeah, I remember I came over to your house. I think we started high school at that point. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember I told Jeff and Daniel this story. So I don't remember why, but you invited me over. And went in and talked to your dad, and I said something to embarrass him because you told me to. Do you remember what it was? I said, yeah, he hadn't seen you since you were like hit super puberty and you were a woman. So I reminded you of the undo your bra with your toes thing. So I made you come over and I said, you need to go remind my father that you still remember that story. And then I want you to go in my room and say, I'm waiting. To me. She's like, I don't want to do that to Mr. Adams. I'm like, I need you to. Please, Michelle, please. I will win forever. Fine. Like 15 to 16 years old, 15 probably. She's like, okay, fine. So we come in, my dad's there, and I was like, hey, Dad, do you remember Michelle? And he goes, you know, 15, 16 looks a lot different than 12.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, whoa, Michelle, hi. I remember you. And he goes, oh, I bet you do, Mr. Adams. I heard that you said that Jeff should marry me. He's like, yeah, you guys were great friends growing up. She's like, oh, I'm grown now, Mr. Adams. You know I can still do it, right? What's that? Yeah, I can do a handstand, bend over backwards, untie my bra with my toes. I learned it for you. Well, because of you, for him. And he's just like, fucking... No clue what to do. That dude was stoic until that moment in his life. I took his stoicism away from him. I just stood there next to her, and she goes, "Nice to see you again, Mr. Adams." And she goes, "I'll be in your room." She walked away. He's like, holy shit. What the? Oh, I'm not even mad. I said, I know there's a no girls in the room, rule, but yeah, whatever. I'm going. He's like, I'll tell your mom you died. So she's like, I was trying to remember why you had me do that, but you really enjoyed making your dad uncomfortable. I'm like, oh, yes, very much so. I won in so many ways. She goes, that's why I thought you were gay. It was because of that day. Explain?
You were her cover.
I don't know what other fucking thing
cover?
I could have given you. I was throwing myself at you, and you were just like frozen, to fucking do. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. I did not know what to do. I didn't know how to make a move. I didn't know. It wasn't lack of desire. It was fear. And I remember that you had an older boyfriend when we were 12. And I remember feeling like, oh, we were growing up at the same time together. And then because of that age, you lapped me really quick. And I felt intimidated, very intimidated. I say because men are intimidated by other unknown things for some reason. She's like, you were intimidated. I was in love with you. Since fucking 5th grade. So what? Yeah. Remember? I had you over for my birthday. And then, what did we have, like 7 minutes in heaven or whatever the hell it was? Remember? We kissed? I'm like, yeah, we had to. She goes, yeah, I didn't give a crap about my boyfriend. I was chasing you the whole time. You were just running around with Daniel and Jeff. Hacking loogies. Hacking stupid. I was like, what? I said, you know what's weird? I said, it's literally recorded. It must have been a month ago when I got together with the boys. Fucking 30 years later. I told them this whole story, and I even said, I felt like she was the one that got away because I was intimidated. Like, I said, wasn't it in high school that we circled around each other, even though we had different lives in high school? We would circle back. And I said, I swear to God, it was you. I said, I know that you gave me hickeys at school. Because I remember, I looked like I was a leper. And you were just like, I can give hickeys. I can give good hickeys. I'm like, oh yeah, no balls. Let's go. And then you just crawled in my lap and did it. And everyone was like, damn. And she's like, you didn't make a move then either. And I was like, well, we were at school. She's like, and? You let me suck on your neck, dipshit. Oh, I think I had a girlfriend. She goes, I had a boyfriend, and? Oh, okay. She goes, then when I found out you had a girlfriend, I was jealous. I came over to Tanya's house, who I was friends with. Came over to Tanya's house, and I was like, what's all this, look at you all grown up and buff and working out and sexy. Where's all this little sexy confidence coming from? And I was like, what you talking about? Found my fucking way. And yeah, and then we made out in her garage. I'm like, I remember that. Yeah, she was, you're a fucking really good kisser. I'm like, right? I thought you were just trying out my kiss. So do you think women are just like, hey boy, I heard you're a good kisser. I wanted to give it a shot and see how you taste. And you're just like, all right. I said, yeah, I remember. I thought I was going to hemorrhage from my penis. It was intense. And she's like, it was intense. And I'm like, it was intense. I'm like, it was not the best kiss I had had up to that point by far. And she's like, I know. What the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, I just kept thinking like, you were just like, hey, like, we're close. It's this thing we do. We'll make out sometimes. We'll get hickeys sometimes. And she's like, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And like I always felt like I missed you, and I was brokenhearted. And like, bye, okay. Apparently she's got this life she's been living since she was 12 that doesn't include me. She's like, what the fuck?
You were stupid.
When were you gonna get your shit together and realize women don't fucking care about what that guy was? They don't fucking care. They like you for you. You do you. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be a champion anything. You could be insecure and weird and all that stuff. That's why I liked you in the first place, stupid. You turned fucking sexy. Didn't expect that. And we were doing this on video chat like this, or on the podcast. And she's like, look at you now. She's like, oh, god damn. She's like, you are a sexy motherfucker. I was like, well, yeah. It's just a moment where I'm going to become awkward all of a sudden. She's like, you're into bondage too? Oh, you're a fucking freak. Yeah, you think you can handle me? I'm like, bitch, you're handled. I started handling you when you were 12. And she's like, oh. She's like, listen. And she said this on the live stream. She goes, okay, so I'm in Texas. I'm gonna have to travel to California to see some family. I'm stopping in Tucson, and we're gonna have a meal. I was like, you know I'm going to pull your hair and I'm going to choke you, right? She's like, oh, you fucking better. Like, you know that this is live right now, right? I'm not concerned. I owe nobody a fucking thing. You're still married, right? She's like, oh, yeah. Oh. This is live now? It's not about who's watching now. It's about the fact that they can watch it later. Yeah. So I don't even care. I'm going to take you out. You're going to show me a good time. I'm like, man. Challenge. She's like, whew. Jeff Adams. Fucking one that got away. I said, I thought it was just me this whole time. But now you're married, so you're too late. You should have tried harder, Michelle. She said, fuck you. You can't try harder. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I could have been like, this vagina is yours. And you would have been like, oh, that's so sweet. Fucking naive child. She's over now. You can handle me. I guarantee you. You think you could. I'm like, bitch, please. She's like, oh. She's been ignoring me. I'm just kidding. I haven't chatted for a little while. But it was very interesting how like that's full circle like 40 years later. I was like, it's so crazy. I was telling the boys, I'm like, we had a connection and they didn't know. They had no idea. They knew that we were friends as a group. And they're like, when did Michelle Moore come to your house? I was like, 9th grade, I think. In your room? What? For what? I'm like, we had a crush on each other. I just was stupid. I didn't know what to do with it. Michelle? Both boys. Well, high five. We're like, high fucking five, man. Dan was like, really? How did we not? I said, you guys are still not interested in sex, so I don't know what to tell you. Just
Ouch!
It's a side effect. It happens, you know. You fall into it. You're still like, my lightsabers, you know, like. I love you guys. Sorry. I'm not sorry. I've teased you for our 40 years, so we've known each other, so.
Oh, that shit burned my nose.
Like, guys, all the times we tried to reconnect when we grew up, you guys, the two of you calling me at my house and going like, hey, you want to watch Phantom Menace? We're here 12 hours early. I was like, I'm sorry, geeks, no. Are you sure? Well, wait, we're downtown Horton Plaza. We'll hold a spot for you and get you a ticket. And I was like, let me think. No, I'm gonna go fuck 2 chicks and drink some tequila. That sounded way better.
Yeah.
Way better. I got a nacho bar, which means I have a crock pot with nacho cheese in it. Enjoy your torch show.
I love the guys, but I had to stop watching because it was just too much Star Wars. I was like, and I have like my dad was a Star Wars and Star Trek fanatic.
Yeah.
Our family time was like the hour after dinner. The Star Trek came on. We all had to sit in the living room. My dad, you know, it comes on. My dad would every time, 5 days a week, go, oh, I don't think I've seen this one. Me and my siblings, there's 5 of us, 3 on the couch, 2 in the other couch, and my mom over in the corner. We would just roll our eyes and then proceed to say the line. We would pick our character and we would like mimic the lines and he wouldn't even notice.
That's hilarious.
I had to go to all of the first 3 Star Wars. They came out multiple times. First one came out, it was actually, my mom was just saying this, the night before we flew to Germany.
Mm-hmm.
And we lived on base and they'd already packed our stuff. And so we were in temporary housing, which was across base, all the way away from the theater, and he dragged us to the showing of the first Star Trek when they came out, or the Star Wars.
Star Wars, yeah.
And so I hear that, those, I'm like, yeah, no, I just can't do it.
I've recently embraced not Star Wars to that level. I used to just talk shit constantly about them, and then even when I would talk shit to their faces, the same thing I would say as my friends. I grew up, you guys didn't. It happens.
Yep.
I'm not going to grow down. I can't go backwards. However, I think the shows have actually been kind of fun because I'm like, I just forget 80s trivia, forget that bullshit. I'm like, we'll shoot the shit about some stuff, and then we'll just dive into Star Wars, and I'm just like, let's own it. Like, you guys have PhDs in it, which you do,
Yeah.
which is remarkable. It really is if you think about it. If you disassociate yourself from the fact that here's two grown men who have loved the same thing more passionately as every day goes on for fucking 44 years.
Yep.
I liked it from about 4.5 when I saw the first one to around 12.5 when I hit puberty. And I was like, put away childish things, right? I'm done. But now I'm just like, okay, guys, these are the 12 questions that have never been or can't be answered no matter what. Let's do it. We'll just do an hour and let's just talk about it. And if I don't understand, I just ask questions. Tell me about this. Tell me about that. What does that mean? But it's insane, their level of knowledge.
Yeah.
If we do it this Sunday, I think I'm going to do... I'm going to have to wrap up here in a minute. Sorry. What I want to do is I want to come up with a scene, any scene in any of the movies, and tell them, all right, here's the scene. It involves this person and this person. Here's the concept of the conversation. You're going to play character 1. You're going to play character 2. But you're going to play character 1 as Chewbacca, and you're going to play character 2 as Princess Leia. And I'll pick, they'll have to do the voice of a different character in the scene of those characters, and I will not tell them their words, and they have to have the dialogue, and they can do it. I guarantee. I'm warning you. I think that's the route we're going to go. I want to challenge you guys. Because I can do like, all right, give me, Bespin, Lando, and Han, go. Get off the Millennium Falcon. And they'll...
Yep.
One of them says 2 words. They know exactly where they are in the fucking... exactly. And they just naturally just go into characters.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane. There's 220 books. They know them all. Every spin-off, every book, every sub-story.
Yeah. I haven't watched Bucky too much, but even Jeff Coy with other stuff, he remembers the lines of movies. Like, verbatim, like, big sections of them. I'm like, fuck, yeah. I can't remember what I said yesterday or an hour ago, and you saw this movie 20 years ago, and you remember all the lines.
Jeff was always he was our character actor, so I would be Han Solo because Han Solo's cool, and at least in our group, I was at least cool compared to them. The alpha in the nerd pool. And then Daniel, because he's all light and positive, and innocent, he would always be Luke Skywalker, and that fit him, kind of doe-eyed, innocent, and sweet, and not super grandiose, just truth, justice, and the American way, and Jesus loves you.
Yep.
And then Jeff would play every other supporting character in any scene. His Yoda was spot on, his fucking C-3PO was spot on, and he would do R2's whistle, and then fucking the whole scenes, and he's a Gamorrean guard, he's Salacious Crumb, Jabba the Hutt, he's Bib Fortuna. I'm like, did you just play 9 characters? And I was like, I'm Han Solo in Carbonite.
Right.
Daniel is the new Jedi Knight coming to rescue me out of Carbonite, and you're every other person in the fucking Jabba's palace.
Wow.
And you know all the lines. And their alien language. Accurately.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. We got to Raiders of the Lost Ark. I'm like, how you can do the Asian Nazi guy. You can do Sala. You can do the Russian people. I'm like, he learned conversational Russian just because he liked the way it sounded when he played characters.
Wow.
I was teasing because I was like, you're 48 years old and you're hoping to get your big break in Hollywood now? Are there a lot of roles for, chunky, balding 48-year-old guys? I'm just curious. Single, I don't know.
Hey,
Since I last talked to you 25 years ago, I was like, you're going to have to work a little harder, sir. But then when he comes at it, I'm like, okay, that's why I remember. He is a fucking treasure.
Yep.
It's just like, get a better agent. Now you got to get out there. You got to get out there. Quit waiting for something to happen for you. He's a talented dude.
Because it ain't going to happen sitting in Santee. I'm just saying.
Nope. Gotta get more than IMDb and a headshot. And I don't know if that he was cast in this, Amazon show, but I think with the start and stop, I don't know if he was still in it. But I'm like, man, I want him. I want to push him. I'm like, I'll drive you. Let's go. Go do auditions. You can't be a Barbizon model.
Right.
You're gonna have to go a little harder than that. But I said, I don't know if they're gonna like you. You associate with conservative folks like me, you're not gonna fit in. But because you're willing to drink the blood of babies and join the cabal, you might make it big.
Maybe.
He's like, yeah, well, maybe. You can't come on shows with me where I'm ranting about the fucking wackadoo progressives. Burning your people to the ground. You're like, yeah, I never thought about it like that. Yeah, you be careful, Jeff, when you're drinking with me. I will show you my logic and you'll see it because it's logical, but it doesn't mean it's good for everyone to agree with me. Just because I see the truth doesn't mean you should. It's a true story.
Switch of subjects. Have you read the Missing 411 book?
No, I watched a couple of the documentaries that the author made.
Okay. I actually, weirdly enough, got it at 10:01 this morning in my email. I don't know what the hell happened, but it came in at 10:01.
What?
You sent the email last night?
Oh, okay.
But it came in.
But thank you for reminding me that I sent it. Because I was someone's listening.
You sent me the email last night, whatever time. Yeah. And at 10 o'clock this morning, it came through. So I downloaded it, and I'm like on 45, page 47 something. Now, I don't know if it gets better. I'm hoping. I like the content. I really like the content. I don't like the way the author presents it.
He's a police. I think he's a retired police detective.
Oh.
He just gives the facts.
Right, but I feel like he wanted to group
He wanted to group like these people all eat berries.
Yes, he grasps at straws. I'm like, what? Do you know how many berry patches there are across North America? Like, these 16 people, just because they were picking berries doesn't mean that they're similar. It was kind of weird, I admit.
They're out, let's say they're in a national park. They're completing a task. They're alone. Have you read about how many kids with disabilities?
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah.
There's just so he got the stories, then he went to investigate the stories, and then he's like in a geographical location. That's where he's starting, right? And then what are the similarities within that location? Age.
No, see, the book started with I can't remember the first.
Like hunters.
There was a hunters, but the first three were, I can't remember one, and then there was the berry pickers, and then there was farmers, I think. Or no, sheep herders. There's been farmers, there's been the hunters, but those first three were just like, well, the way when he grouped those, like they were weird because they're not geographically close. Like they're all over the place. I mean, there are a few that are close, and he tells you that.
I think we started with the third book, is what I say. I think.
So I've gotten down into the states now. Now it's clumped by states, and I'm like, okay, I can handle this. This makes more sense to me logically.
Yeah.
Like, put it in geographical context. So and the stories are
in North America and beyond or something.
This one's just North America
Okay.
and Canada. So, and Canada.
Yeah,
So,
which is North America.
yeah, I knew that. This one's, yeah, there's a different books. This one talks about 2 books, so there's 2 at least. I'm in the States right now. Did you hang up?
I said midnight.
Oh, so I'm in the States, and some of them the ones I like the little blips, like that. I'm like, wait, what? Give me more. I like the ones that are like 2 pages.
Right.
Go into what the police said, and then da 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 da. So I'm thinking, if you want to continue along this line after we go through this,
Yeah.
I don't know if you do or not.
I do.
I could try to find a book that does maybe less cases, but more in-depth case study. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
I'll send you a link to my library of ebooks. There's 9 million of them. It's free.
Yay.
If you like, do you like audiobook? You prefer reading?
I prefer reading, yeah.
I have 1,000 top audiobooks. 1,000.
Wow.
Yeah, I have resources. I play on the interwebs and I find things. I'm like, oh, that I will bookmark that, save that, put that on the cloud in New Zealand with a false name through a Proton email account that is encrypted, and I'll pay for a year at a time. Store the 600 gigabytes of things that I just found.
Nice.
So I'll send you to the thing, the
Cool.
yeah, the library. It's called Z Library. It's accessible to anyone. It's just whether or not, depends on what you do with it. If you're trying to sell it, there's copyright issues. You can't do that. But there's technically not an issue with you reading them. There'd be an issue with the distributor for having them for you. But I looked into it just to see what sort of liability there would be. And they're like, well, don't mention it ever. Don't tell people about what is called Z Library. But I'll send you that. I only found 2 of the missing books on there.
Okay.
There's a couple of Bigfoot books by him. So if you can see, there might be a link that he's trying to make somewhere.
Yeah.
But just based on that category, I'm sure you'll find plenty of things that are similar, and then we can use that. I will let you take the lead on that if you'd like to find some.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I'm so fascinated by this stuff.
So is John. That's why I did it. John got me into it. I'm like, well, fuck.
You can do the Bigfoot stuff. That's not my forte. Like the missing people.
Perfect.
Whether it's abduction from supernatural or alien. Yeah.
Awesome. A lot of resources. So I'm already on the naughty list for not adhering to the please get more than 2 hours of sleep and don't kill yourself.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna be like 90 minutes.
Well, we're just slightly over.
Just slightly.
Just slightly. Oh, but I did rewatch.
It's nice to have someone care about you, though.
Yeah. Did rewatch the other night when I logged off and you went, finally got rid of that bitch. I was like, really? Okay.
It's not like I didn't know I was being recorded.
I know.
If there's something you don't ever want me to say, don't tell me, because I'll say it.
Yeah, I know.
I will make sure I address it as often as possible until it doesn't sting that much.
I'm an open book. I'm all, doesn't matter me.
I like if a female ever says, and you know, there's one thing I will not accept ever is the C word. And I'm like, oh, really? Like if I refer to your cunt as cunt, or if I call you one if you're being one.
Yeah.
I will never. I'm like, all right, cunt, you'll be fine. What? Wait, oh, it's just a word. Oh, you think so? You think so? Oh, come on, you're being a little cunty. Come on, just a little bit. Fuck you. Okay, click.
If someone said that, I think it was it Saturday, I think, when there was.
Like, hi, what are you doing? Thinking about cunts. You stop saying that. Oh, you're over it now, aren't you? Weird.
Yeah, imagine that.
Go ahead.
I think it was Saturday when I was on with all you guys and somebody got, like, everybody was kind of talking and I heard, so I can't remember who it was. Someone said cunt or something. And all I'll hear is, sorry, Missy. I was like, don't bother me. I don't care.
What do we get worked up about? Words. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that everyone wants you to calls you phobic if you don't say the right word, or they call you intolerant if you use the right word the wrong way, or okay, it's just words. Who cares?
Exactly.
Take the power away. Nothing. It's just.
Yep.
You should be offended about the shit that your government is doing to you. You should be offended about the fact that no one's representing you. You should be offended about the fact that you have a representative government who is supposed to beg you for taxes, beg you to do things for your city, country, state, whatever. They're supposed to beg you. They know it's their job to represent you, to please give us a chance to do these things for us and you.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't exist anymore.
No, not at
Be
all.
offended about that. Be offended about the temporary federal tax that was started in 1914, purely to fund the the First World War, which was called the Great War. They didn't know there'd be a second. So that was a temporary tax passed by Congress and under emergency for the support of that war, which was huge. I mean, it was worldwide fucking awful.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to go away. Now, 30% to 50% of your money belongs to people who are multi-millionaires.
Yep.
And are just lying to you, cheating, stealing, all in the name of, it's for you, it's for the oppressed people. Wait, why did you claim that entire city, yours, under eminent domain, crash the market price on all their houses until they went bankrupt? And then you canceled eminent domain and said, we didn't really mean that. Let the house prices build back up because you already bought them. And then cashed out when the market peaked again.
Yeah.
Do you see the problem here, guys? It's not that someone called you a cunt.
Yep.
That's not it. We're being fucking robbed continuously. That should bother you. Why do we want this war to happen? So you don't pay attention to the fact that the CDC and everybody came out and said, hey, they told you that shit. That's not what we said. We didn't even tell Fauci to say that shit. We knew this shit was ineffective from day one. We never said it was otherwise. Why don't you pay attention to what we said? CDC makes the rules, not them. They're not in charge. So by the way, here's 47,000 people who had serious illness or death in the first 250,000 shots.
Jesus.
They wouldn't let us pull it off the market. They just made more. Here's what we knew up to that point. Shouldn't take it. 10% of the population needs it. That's it. It will give them a shot of not dying. 90% of the population doesn't need it for any fucking reason at all, and children definitely not. But Pfizer owns the politicians, and
exactly. Yep.
CDC's coming. We never said that, guys. And they're like, oh look, Putin.
Yeah.
Putin. People like, war. Yes. Tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. I'm proud to be an American because fucking Putin. Don't believe the bullshit, guys. There are fact checker apps created by universities like MIT. Go look for fact checker like extensions. You can get like web extensions that you can put on your browsers. Just look for fact checker ones. Look for something that was put together by a college or multiple colleges who did the research to figure out how it is that you can verify whether or not the picture that you've been shown is actually originated where they say it did. You can do a scan. It will check every fucking picture database in every country, and it will look for similar pictures, and if it finds them, it'll tell you when it was first published, what it was used for, and what it was representing. So find out when they show you pictures of a bombed hospital in Ukraine. Do a search on it. Fact check that thing. it will go look for it. It'll tell you, oh, it's been in 50 other places 7 years ago. It's not new. It's a lie. Wild. Open your eyes, fuckers. Go look around. I use it for hot chicks and pornos. It doesn't care what picture or video it is. They'll go find it for you. It does. I thought about that one night. I was like, that chick is hot. I was like, oh, I fact check her. Boop. Brrr. It fucking rushes like everywhere. It searches every fucking picture database. And he goes, bink. It shows where I'm researching this stepsister porn or whatever it was. And I was like, oh, damn. This was a real video that some asshole released on a revenge site on his ex-girlfriend.
Oh.
6 months ago. It got people started picking up and reposting it in their own little porn sites, and all of a sudden it's like wildfire. She probably has no idea.
Wow.
Interesting. I'm going to stop touching my penis now. Because of the habaneros.
Yep.
Anyway, we'll do conspiracy again sometime. It's not even conspiracy. That's the thing. It's sad. It's true. Dad, you're just looking for confirmation bias. No, I'm hoping to not find it, son. If you had the doubt that I have in my head about the future of our fucking country, it's sad. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to see it. I really don't. I'm like, you guys are more fucked than we. Every generation says the next generation is more fucked. This is the first time we can prove it.
Yeah. It is factual. Yep.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I don't want to think about it. So I posted what tonight's show was going to be about, other than me being in trouble for going long. Where's Messenger? I wanted to see if we caught all of it. I think we did.
I love it with Mama Fox and G-Spot.
Missy said she would, Mama Fox, she said she would watch the show like this. Okay. Go on. Here we go. My best shows tend to be about nothing, with poop, penis, and sex as topics. Effing, poop, and pee-pee show.
You sent that to me. Did you post that?
Yeah, I put it as tonight's topics.
Oh!
Mom Fox said, of course, most people are actually 12-year-old boys. LOL. It's true. We are. All of us. Women, too. Women are worse than men, by far. They
Absolutely.
just act like
Oh,
so
I am.
This is the tag I put up. FPP with resident 12-year-old G-Spot. Tonight, we invite the audience to come out of the water closet and describe the first time they pooped their pants. Then the most recent time. Followed by Tales from the Grip. The most embarrassing porn that turned you on. I like that, Tales from the Grip. I'm crafty. Did you finish? Why not? Blazing hot, face burning with shame, lightning round of, if I lived out my worst dream, I'd be doing 99 to life. And I don't regret it. To round it out, the most expensive object I've stolen from a family member. And the neighbor that touched me because I forced it. And loved it. And why I call this person 5 times a year to make them stay on the line and tell me I'm sexy under threat of taking their fucking lives away from them if they dare hang up. You know you're all crazy like that. You've done it. I will take you down. Do not hang up. I'm gonna come. Focus. We're evil, you know that, right? Why begging and sobbing turns me on, and how I found that tears of shame are the best lubricant.
That was my favorite, yeah.
Next on FPP, yeah, you know me. That could be a show to go on forever. Just new people pop in and be like, all right, let's start. So tell me about the first time you shit yourself. Go. Just take us through it. It is a theme that unites everyone.
Oh my god.
All right, when's the most recent time you shit yourself? Right now. Oh, gross. What's the most expensive thing you've stolen from a family member? And then we're going to call them.
Yeah. Be ready with phone numbers, please.
That'd be amazing. I used to coach people like that. If I couldn't get through to them, I'm like, this is the last thing I know what to do before I put you on a warning. We're going to get your mom on the phone. You're going to tell them about your work performance with me sitting here.
Ooh.
Because I'm guessing that when you see your folks and they say, how's your new job? That you lie. They're like, I don't know. I'm in trouble.
Uh-oh.
All right, I'll wrap it up. Bye. So that's the show for tonight. Went a little long.
Yep.
Appreciate that. And we will do the FPP, yeah, you know me, next time. I love you, baby.
Say goodnight.
Housebroken. Say goodnight, Gracie. Good night, Gracie.
Thanks for having me on.
Missy, what's that thing that you usually say to wrap up the show?
What is that?
I think it's love one another and love yourself.
There you go.
Fantastic. Have a great night. Bye.
You too. Bye.
Baby, I'm only 20 minutes over. I'm trying to be a responsible human being. I love you. You're my favorite. I'm getting better. I am.